He's obsessed with you. I was just scared he was going to bite you.
Hello, everybody. How are you this evening? Just getting settled in after a long and busy day over here. Got a couple of my cat friends around me and my sweet daughter hanging out on the couch just out of view. And we're just, we're kind of all getting ready for that time where we just get to snuggle up again, get underneath the covers, and just get relaxed and comfortable for the evening. So this practice that we're going to do is the most basic practice ever. It is Savasana. We're going to lie down and we're going to prepare ourselves for some deep rest. So Savasana is laying down on your back typically, and you might take a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees for a little bit of support. You might take a pillow underneath your head for a little bit of support, and I'm going to recommend even possibly doing this in bed. That might be a really nice thing. That way, once it's over, you don't have to get up really or do anything. You can just kind of close your eyes and allow yourself to drift off. Right. So to begin finding Savasana, I'll just demonstrate it back here for anybody who might not be aware of Savasana, what it is. You just lie down on the floor and allow your arms to kind of come out to the sides, your toes flop open. If anything feels like it needs support, feel free to just find a blanket. Place a pillow wherever it needs to be. Maybe the arms are comfortable alongside you, but maybe you want to bend your arms, place your hands on your body, or even extend them out past your head. Thank you, honey. If you have a loved one who is willing to tuck you in, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. And I think half the battle with Savasana is finding the comfortable position, finding the support that you need. So just think about really making that a priority for these next 2 minutes or so, either on your back. If lying on your back is not a comfortable thing for you, you might roll onto your belly, you might roll onto your side. That would also work. And as you begin to wiggle yourself into your lying down position, allow the eyes to close. And notice the inside corners of your eyes and the space in between your eyebrows, and let that part of your body soften just a little bit. You notice your jaw, what your jaw is doing, if it's clenched. It might be helpful to wiggle your lower jaw around one little bit at a time. And then notice your breathing here. Notice your belly moving. Notice your ribs moving. And really take notice of the sound of your breath for these next few breaths. Okay, and feel the weight of your limbs, the weight of your head. And with your body in this relaxed position, just take notice of the sounds around you. Take notice of the sounds in the rooms of your house, your building, the sounds of your neighborhood, people living their lives, people driving by, sounds in the world around you. And then let's draw it in a little bit closer. Let's pay attention to the sounds in the room that you're in. Okay, what do you hear in this room? Maybe the sounds are subtle. Maybe it's the sound of a pet nearby, clock ticking. And then shift your attention to the sounds that you are creating. So sounds of your breathing again. Maybe you're noticing the sounds of your belly. Sometimes occasionally I can hear my own bones creaking, oddly enough, but just checking in with the sounds that are coming from you. Good. And then we're going to begin a little guided scan through your physical body. So as I call out the name of the part of your body, just notice that part of your body. Notice what it feels like. You see if maybe you can visualize that part of your body in your mind's eye. You're just drawing all of your attention down to that place. And we will begin with the right hand thumb. Come down into your right hand thumb. Right index finger, middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger. Notice the palm of your right hand, the back of your right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right collarbone, right shoulder blade, right side of the rib cage. Notice your right belly and back, right hip, glutes, thigh, knee, right lower leg and ankle, top of the right foot, right heel, arch, ball mound, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and right little toe. Okay, all of your attention over into your right side, your entire right side. Imagine that in your mind's eye, you can kind of light up your right side. And notice the shape of the right side of your body as you have it arranged. And the weight of your right arm and leg. And the movement of the right side of your belly and back with your breath. Good. And then we'll leave the right side behind and come on over to the left side, to your left thumb, left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and left little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, left upper arm and shoulder, left collarbone, shoulder blade, left side of your rib cage, belly and back, left hip and thigh, glutes, your left knee, lower leg, left ankle and heel, top of the foot, left arch, ball mound, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and left little toe. And now all of your attention on the left side of your body. You allow the left side of your body to kind of light up in your mind's eye. All of your attention over there. Notice the weight of your left arm, the shape of it. Notice your left leg, nice and heavy. And then the breath movement in the left side of your belly and lower back. Good. Let's leave the left side behind and bring your attention down into the tip of the tailbone. Up the tailbone to the lower back, the lower belly. Good. The middle of your back, the middle of your belly, the sides of your waist. Good. The middle of your chest, in between your shoulder blades. Good. Notice your left collarbone and your right collarbone again. And the hollow in between your collarbones. The back of the neck. The throat. The right side of the jaw. The left side of the jaw. And the chin. The right ear. The left ear. The right temple. The left temple, the right cheek, the left cheek. Notice your upper lip. Notice your lower lip and where your lips meet. Your tongue, your teeth, right nostril, left nostril, bridge of the nose, space in between the eyebrows. Forehead, and the entire head here, nice and heavy into the floor. Notice the back of your head touching down into the floor. And then notice the top of your head. Good. Now notice the soles of your feet. And notice your left fingertips and your right fingertips and the center of the chest. And notice your whole body here. Your whole body nice and relaxed. Your whole body ready for rest. Your whole body resting. Your whole body resting. Your whole body resting. Now notice your breathing again, and maybe we will count backwards from 11. So big inhale and exhale. 11. Big inhale and exhale. 10. And so on. And if you happen to lose track of your counting, you can always start over. If you make it all the way down to 0, you can always start over again too. But just trying to stick with your breath here. Trying to keep that count. Good. And if you are still counting, go ahead and release that count. Just allow your breath to be spontaneous and natural and not so controlled. And really listen to it one more time, sinking into the sound of your breath kind of like a wave. Always this coming and going. Maybe the next couple of breaths are really, really stretched out, like that big inhale, and you hang out at the top for a moment in that place of fullness. And a big exhale, and maybe you stop for a moment at the bottom in that place of emptiness. And then listen again for the sounds in the room around you. What do you hear? Who do you hear? And then sounds in the world outside of your room. Who's out there driving by, walking by? And when you feel good and ready, you can just begin to come on out of this. If you are asleep, congrats. Good. If you still have a little ways to go before you find sleep, just thanking yourself for showing up for this restful practice this evening. There's no formal close to this at all. It's just you kind of getting up or rolling over, closing your eyes, going to bed. I do want to suggest a really wonderful podcast that I was introduced to maybe 6 months ago. Actually, maybe it was closer to a year ago. It was back when the lilacs were coming out last year. And it is a podcast called Nothing Much Happens. It is a bunch of really beautifully written bedtime stories for grown-ups by a woman who has the most soothing voice I have ever heard, and I rarely make it through. So if sleep has been difficult for you, if there's been lots of anxiety, just throw everything you can at it. Your yoga nidras, your bedtime stories, whatever you need. Okay. And I wish you all really, really wonderful rest tonight. Tomorrow morning at 6:30, I will be here in my new space, in my former living room, still my living room, but now also my yoga space, where we will stand up and stretch our arms over our head. So I hope to see you around on here. And if you like this, be sure to share it with your friends. Okay, have a really lovely evening, everybody. Good night.